What's going on, guys? Auzio here, and welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome back to a brand new showdown. Now we are going to see Manchester United versus Liverpool, aka James Milner versus your boy Scott McTominay. Now this card right here looks absolutely insane, boys. He's a 6'4" player with those kind of stats. I'm getting kind of Vieira vibes right now, but hey, we're going to relax. We're going to see how he plays in game before we do any comparisons. Now, if we are comparing this guy to his latest in form, we are looking at a +5 to pace, a +4 to dribbling, a +3 to shooting, a +4 to defending, a +4 to physicals, and a +4 to passing as well. So a pretty decent upgrade with obviously the potential of it getting upgraded by a +2. Now, he is a 6'4" player, as I did say, which means the interception reach, the tackle reach in that midfield is going to be absolutely insane. He has got a high work rate. It's the 3-star, which is not too bad. Now, when it comes down to the chem style, I've gone for a shadow. The reason I've gone for a shadow chem style is because you pretty much have to, right? Surely, you would think to yourself, all this guy needs is that extra pace and a little bit better defending, and you're going to be good to go because he already has the physical stats. The stamina looks perfect, the strength looks perfect, and the aggression looks perfect, so you really don't need to touch it. Now, there's something I am a bit worried about is how he's going to feel on the ball. Him being 6'4" with obviously 75 agility could be a little bit of a problem, but let's hope not. 85 acceleration, 86 sprint speed. The guy is fast for a 6'4" player especially. Shooting ability, the guy can bang a long shot if he gets into the situation to bang a long shot. So if he does get into it, I'll obviously give it a go. If he doesn't, it's not the end of the world. So he's got 76 attacking positioning, 73 finishing, 90 shot power with the 89 long shots. Does he have any shooting traits? He does not, which is kind of expected. Passing ability though, look at this guy's passing. 83 vision, 77 crossing, 89 short passing, 87 long passing with the 77 curve. The long passing and the short passing looks pretty decent. Now the dribbling ability, he's got 75 agility, 68 balance, 85 reactions, 85 ball control, 84 dribbling with the 85 composure. As I said, I'm kind of worried for it a little bit. But hopefully stuff like the composure and the ball control does come into play, and he's very calm and collective kind of player. Now when it comes down to the defending stats, keep in mind he is obviously 6'4". He's got 92 interceptions, 89 hitting accuracy, 86 defensive awareness, 97 standing tackling with the 94 slide tackling as well. You best believe this guy's going to be a beast at defending. But the physicals, look at that. 91 stamina, 91 strength with the 92 aggression. Surely you cannot go wrong there. Now when it comes down to the links, he's from the Prem. He's from Manchester United, for God's sake. Obviously, his links are going to be pretty good. Sissoko, Allen, Rio, and Virgil van Dijk around him to obviously get him on that full chem. I've also got like Aguero, Son, and Mohr in this team. I will be playing McTominay, or MCSAUCE, let's say, in a 4-4-2 in that centre mid position. But I will be trying him in a CDM position as well, in a 4-2-3-1. But let's get into the games. McTominay, going for the tackle. Come on. There you go. Well played. Let's test how he feels on the ball. That's the one thing I really want to look at. Okay, not too bad. Obviously, nothing amazing. Let's all be fair, right? He doesn't look like one of those players that's going to be turning very quick, but he looks like a player that might be very calm and composed and probably take very good touches. Give it to him right here. Go forward a little bit. Going to play that pass. That's a really good pass. How does he help me going forward? With those high work rates, he is going to go forward a little bit, but then he goes straight back into the position, which is kind of expected. McTominay going out to the player. He's going to be very aggressive, and he is actually going to get there and go for a really nice tackle. He did use a little bit of strength there as well to kind of shield off the opponent. Mohr over to McTominay. Going to go for that ball roll. Little pass down. Give it back to him. Why not at the end of the day? 3-star hill to hill. Fake shot. Going to go for the cross goal. Oh my god, I thought it went in because of that keeper animation. Usually at that kind of angle, if the keeper does that animation, it tends to hit post and in. But apparently he went straight past. McTominay, can you get onto the end of it? Look at that strength. Oh my god, look at the strength and aggression. Absolutely bodying Rashford out of the way. McTominay, I'm going to go for this pass right here. This pass should work. Yeah, with his kind of long passing and his kind of vision, I'm expecting those passes to work every day of the week. So if we're actually looking at his transition right here, his transition, I must admit, isn't the greatest. Like, if you commit towards one side, he's not going to be that kind of player to instantly recover and try to get back into position. So that is going to be a little bit of a problem with obviously McTominay. Switch of play once again, all the way over to Son, and once again, it's going to be a perfect pass. You really can't go wrong with those kind of passes. I kind of want to go for a long shot, but the problem is getting me into the angle. He does well, to be fair. I kind of want to go for a finesse shot. Hold up a second, boys. Hold up a second. There you go. Finesse. Okay. Alright, understand he hasn't got the finesse shot trait and all of that, right? And let's all be fair, it wasn't the greatest angle. But I wanted him to at least hit it on target, you know? So you can actually see his pace right here, like him against Sissoko. You can clearly see it's not rapid. It's not one of those players that is going to be, you know, absolutely insane at going in for those interceptions or going in for those stutters and then going back straight into position. He's going to be one of those players that kind of holds back a little bit, waits for the perfect moment, and then goes in for a tackle. I'm going to tell him to make a run because I want to actually score a goal with him. I'm going to tell him to come short right there. Go for a quick dummy. Yeah, you can see the R1 turn, right? You can see where he kind of goes for it, but then he has that little pause in between that doesn't really allow him to accelerate. Go forward a little bit right there. Play that ball. Gonna ball roll inside. He's actually going to make that run. We are playing a 4-4-2 right now because I did switch to it at half time, but you see the R1 dribbling. Do you see the left stick dribbling? That's the problem you're going to have with him. The fact that you're going to get caught in some occasions and you are going to lose the ball. McTominay. Decent touch. Decent acceleration. Should we go for it? We are going to go for the finesse shot. Oh my god, I thought he was going to go in. Was that a save? Lloris actually ended up saving it. So he is obviously 6'4". We do want to give those near post headers a go just to see how good it really is. He is up against Varane, which we all know is a bit of a challenge, but he actually ends up losing the header, which is kind of questionable to be fair. So my first thoughts on playing McTominay in a centre mid position in a 4-4-2 right now is not that great because he kind of plays higher up than expected and he's not really one of those players that can get back into position or get into a defensive position very, very quickly. So let's say he goes high up when going forward. He's not that kind of player that's going to track back insanely quick and it's going to allow my opponent to have like a wide open gap in most occasions. So for me right now, I do prefer him in a 4-2-3-1 playing in that CDM position. My god, we got a kick glitch once again, but McTominay is still pulling in those interceptions. This kick glitch, by the way, is so annoying, and I do understand, obviously, you can prevent it by selecting your own kits. It's just a thing that I'm not actually naturally doing, you know? I'm just spamming A trying to get into these games because I don't really care too much about a kit until I see this. To McTominay, boys, I really do want this long shot. Can he go for that turn? Great use of strength. Or can we go just for an easy finish? We are going to go for the easy finish. We can't do a McTominay review with at least one goal now. Come on. Really nice little what do you call it? Step overs into the space to get that near post shot. But it was really good strength as well for him, obviously shielding off, sorry, the person. McTominay. No turn. Oh my god, look at his strength. His aggression, by the way. As soon as he gets close to a player, that's when you see it come straight into play. Ball roll. I'm trying to get those little turns with him. There you go. There you go. Play it to Morris. Let's see that movement off ball. Give it to him right there. Another R1 turn. Can I go for a near post finish? Oh my god, that's the finishing though, right? If his finishing was slightly higher, he already has that shot power to his game. So all he needs is the finishing to be slightly higher with obviously the accuracy to make it go top bins. But it's kind of unfortunate that at a good angle, it went that far up. So it is time to review him. 3 games played, 1 goal scored with the 0 assists as well. Now this card does have its positives, it does have its negatives. We all know that for a fact, right? Where his positives are the passing, the defending and his physicals, while the negatives are his pace and his dribbling. Now obviously positive wise, passing was absolutely insane. The defending, him putting in those tackles with that high aggression that you do get from the physicals, it was just on a whole new level. But then if you talk about the negatives, like the pace, his transition was like one big problem to his game. I felt like his transition was one of those ones where if you committed too hard to one side, he would not be able to recover as you would like him to recover to the other side, if you know what I mean. It was just one of those ones where I felt like that was a big letdown to his actual game. Now, when it comes down to the dribbling, he felt comfortable. So if he had the ball under control, he felt comfortable on the ball, okay? But then if we're talking about him going for these turns, like at the 18-yard box or even near your 18-yard box, going for those quick turns, it's going to be hard to do it. He is going to lose the ball, and if you do end up losing the ball near your 18-yard box, especially when going forward or something like that, it might be a little bit of a struggle, you know, of you kind of recovering the ball and obviously not conceding. So just be careful, I would say, with his dribbling because it's not the greatest. Now, do I believe he is worth the 170k he is currently going for? I'm going to say yes. The reason I'm going to say yes is because we have some really, really good Premier League CDMs, okay? We have obviously the Firmino card that came out in SBCs. I can't remember what card it was, but I believe it was going for like 1 million coins, so very expensive. Then you got Bruno Fernandes, all these special cards that go for a really high amount of coins. Then you got that Pogba Rule Breakers card, which goes for a really high amount of coins. Then you also got the Ndidi Road to the Final card. So you have all these amazing CDMs, right, that go for a really, really high amount of coins on the market or even as an SBC. And then you have McTominay chilling here at 170k. No, you know this guy is a pretty good player and he does have that potential to get a +2 upgrade. So for me personally, I would say gamble it, see what happens. If McTominay ends up getting that +2 overall, you are going to have an outstanding CDM. Do I believe he is outstanding at this current moment? I kind of do, but at the same time, I kind of don't. It kind of depends on how you use him. If you use him just for defense, you'll be good to go. But if you use him as like, you know, a person going forward in like a 4-4-2, he will obviously struggle. Now, when it comes down to the pace, I am going to give his pace, I would say a 7.8 to a 7.9 out of 10. It's still good when running with it. It's just not great in transition. Now, the shooting ability. We saw one finish with this guy, and it was on his freestyle weak foot, aka the left foot. Straight into the corner. Pretty impressive, right? But I feel like it was a very easy finish, to the point where if someone had 60 finishing, they would still be able to do it. So for shooting, I'm going to give him, I would say like an 8.2 to an 8.3 out of 10. The long shots are good, but they weren't outrageous either. Passing ability, this is where I'm going to give him a high overall because I believe he deserves it. For passing, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. It was really good. Dribbling ability, as I said, left stick dribbling is not the greatest. Even with the R1 dribbling, it's not the greatest. So it is something you are going to have to be careful with. So for dribbling, I am going to give him, I would say like a 7.8 out of 10 as well. Defending, I have to give his defending, I would say like a 9 out of 10. It was absolutely insane. Putting in the tackles, the interceptions, stuff like that was on a whole new level. The physicals, I have to give his physicals probably like a 9.3 to a 9.4 out of 10. You're not going to get much better physicals unless you're talking about the jumping, which was pretty decent, but I must say I did see him lose a header, which kind of questionable for a 6'4" player, but it is what it is. But an overall rating out of 10, I am going to give this card, I would say an 8.4 to an 8.5 out of 10. I believe that's spot on for McTominay at this current moment. Now, if he gets that +2 upgrade, we could be seeing a very, very interesting card. Let's just say that. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment. But for now, peace.